Good morning friends, welcome back to Information Technology Computerized Accounting with GST. Today in this lecture we are going to start a new lesson, that is Computerized Accounting with GST from your textbook. This is third lesson. So last year we have learned Tally, how to use the Tally software to record the transaction in computerized. So this year the special topic is given Computerized Accounting with GST. So let us learn introduction to computer accounting software, then creations of company, then creations of ledger, then we are going to learn the type of vouchers. So let's see the introductions. Nowadays it's often seen that even small shop or business entity use computer software to maintain their books of account. A computerized accounting system is an accounting information system that processes the financial transaction and even as per general accepted accounting principle, that is called GAAP, to purchase report as per user requirements. So modern computerized accounting systems are based on the concept of database. A database is implemented using a database management system which is defined by a set of computer program or the software, and you have learned this database. The last lesson you have learned, that is totally based on the database. You learn how to create a database, and in the database you learn how to create a form, table, report, etc, etc. So database manage and organize the data effectively and provide access to the store data by the application program. And the computerized accounting, the transaction data is stored in well organized database, and the user operates on such a database using the required and desired interface, and also takes to the desired report by suitable transactions of stored data into information. So my dear students, accounting software describe a type of application software that records and process accounting transaction within functional models such as accounts payable, account receivable, journal, ledgers, payroll, and trial balance. It functions as an accounting information systems. So when you're working of accounting software, you must keep in your mind that three things required. First thing means input, that is called data. Then the data will be processed, and then the finally output will be displayed. In accounting software, we are going to create first master, that then that entries, and then the report. So the first master, while creating, we must learn the ledger, how to create a ledger, what is ledgers, what, how we can create that. Then we must learn what is group, then the voucher, how many type of vouchers are there, what is stock item, unit of measurement, go down. This is called input. Then the processing. The process means once the input is given, then the processing will be done. Means the ledger once you created, then the accounting voucher will be created. If you not created the ledger group, not possible to create accounting voucher. Means in the processing entry, what are things will come? Accounting voucher, inventory voucher, invoice. So this thing will come in the processing entry. And finally, depend on this input is over, processing is over, then output, that is called the report. Based on the ledger, accounting voucher, then you will get a report, that is profit and loss account, balance sheet, day book, trial balance, GST summary. So this is of working of accounting software. The software work first accepting the data, finally processing through the entries, and then displaying the report. The process of accounting software is so simple. Accounting software process first creations of company. What you are going to do the first in accounting software, you are going to create a company. Once you create a company, you are going to create a ledgers giving appropriate group. Once you create a company, then you have to create a ledger giving appropriate group. Once you created a ledger giving appropriate group, then you are going to create a selections of correct vouchers. Here if you made mistake, your total account will go wrong. So selections of correct voucher is very important. That is the third part of accounting software process. Then the fourth, GST calculations. Now this is the your every goods once you purchase, there is a or sold, there is a GST. and then the posting of transaction into the accounting voucher. Once you post accounting this posting of transaction to accounting voucher, then you will get a report such as balance sheet, income and expenditures, cash or bank flows statement, etc., and generated automatically, because the software generates automatically, but you have to give the right data, you have to give the correct entry. If you are journal entry pass wrong, then definitely the report will come wrong. And finally, the printing of reports. So that is the actually process of the accounting software. First one, creations of company. Once you create a company, then you have to create a ledger giving appropriate group. After creations of ledger, there will be the selections of correct voucher. Once you have done selections of correct voucher, then you have to calculate the GST. Once you calculate GST, then posting of transaction into the accounting voucher or inventory voucher. And once you have done the posting, then the report will be created such as a balance sheet, income, expenditure, cash or bank flow statement. Okay, and finally you have to print these reports. So that is the process of accounting software. Now let's see how we can create a company. Last year you have learned in 11th standard how to create a company, and that time also I have taught you how to create a group, how to create a ledgers. Okay, so let's see. uh, Creating company or the organizations involves providing basic information about the company whose book of account are to be mentioned. While creating a company, field like name of the company. First, what you're going to put in that name of the company, then the company email ID you are going to type, the address of the company, then the financial year begin from, book begin from. You know the financial year start from April and it close, sorry, it start in the March. So this is the financial year when you're going to create. Once you have done that, in some accounting package password security also required. So these all information you are going to create in the company organization. When you are going to create a company organizations, you have to provide this information: name of the company, email address, then the financial year begin from, book begin from, etc., with admin password has to be entered. In some accounting package, password security measure can be applied to keep the data safe and secure. Okay, so creations of ledgers. Once you create a company, then the next task is creations of ledgers. Once the company is done, then you have to learn to create a ledger. The modern way of managing account called single ledger. The concept of accounting is being followed, and all financial entries are made using the ledger or account head. And ledger accounts are created to identify transactions. Group in accounting software classify and identify account head according to their nature, and this helps in presenting summarized information. Once we finish creating the ledgers, finding the group of that ledgers, then there is time to select the correct vouchers. So selecting the correct voucher, before that we must learn what are the different type of vouchers. What are the different type of voucher? There are 7 or 8 type of vouchers are there. And the first is receipt vouchers. In the receipt vouchers, amount received by way of cash. When you're going to create a receipt voucher, when the cash comes to you, you're going to make a receipt of that. Means once you sold goods, cash will come to you. So cash account debit to sales, like this entry you're going to pass. That time you're going to make a receipt voucher. Means amount received by way of cash, you're going to make a receipt voucher. When you're going to make a payment voucher, the payment voucher you're going to make when you're going to make a payment of any goods. Okay, payment made by cash. Whenever the cash goes out, you're going to make a payment. For example, if you paid salary, then salary account debit to cash, so here you are going to select the payment voucher. Okay, or if you paid a house rent, then you are going to make a payment vouchers. Okay, So rent account debit to cash account, here cash goes out, so that time you are going to make a payment voucher. The next voucher is sales vouchers. When you're going to make the sales vouchers, cash and credit sales of goods and services, when you sold any goods on credit, that time you are going to make a sales vouchers. Means here you have sold the goods but you did not get any money from that customers, okay, that's why you are going to make a sales voucher on credit. Especially you have to keep in mind this, when you're going to make a sales vouchers, when the when you sold any goods on credit, that time you are going to make a sales voucher, okay, that is called credit sales of good and services. Next, purchase voucher, opposite of the sales vouchers. When cash and credit purchase of goods, when you purchase goods on credit, that time only the purchase voucher can be made, okay. So purchase voucher will be made when you purchase good on credit. Next, contra voucher. As you know that when we deposit some money into the bank, or some money we withdraw from the bank, or sometime we transfer money from one bank to the another bank, that time we can make a contra voucher. Here the journal entry will be uh, bank to cash, cash to bank, or bank to bank. When you deposit money into the bank, bank account debit to cash. When you withdraw money from the bank, cash account debit to bank. And when you transfer money from one bank to another bank, that time you are going to make a journal entry bank to banks, okay. So this time only you are going to make a contra voucher. Next voucher is journal voucher. It rectifies the entry or transfer of adjustment entries, purchase of fixed asset on credit. Means here there is no business of cash. Here the cash will not go out or cash will not come into the business, but it is a adjustment entry in your account. That time only you are going to make a journal voucher for the adjustment. Then sales return or credit note. Sales return or credit note, when you sold any goods and the customer returns some goods to you, then you are going to make a credit note, that is called sales return. Once you sold goods to the customer and customer returns some goods, damaged goods to you back, then you can make a credit note. So that is called the return of goods by a customer. Next, purchase return. When you purchase some goods and you return to the supplier, that time you can make a purchase return, or that is called the debit note. Here you can make a debit note, return of goods to a supplier. So these are the different type of vouchers. Once again we revise. The first voucher we have learned, that is called receipt vouchers, when amount received by way of cash. Then the payment voucher, then sales, purchase, contract, journals, credit note and debit note. Now we will see the practically how to create a company in Tally. So to create a company in Tally, first you have to open the Tally software. Last year you have learned in 11th standard how to start the Tally software. To start the Tally software, you have to double click on tally.erp9 on the desktop. This icon will be there on the desktop. You have to double click on it. Once you double click, the Tally software will start. Once the Tally started, you will find here work in education mode. So you have to click on this work in education mode. In this work in education mode, you have to double click, and then you are going to create a company. To create a company, you have to press Alt plus F3 function key. So it will bring the company informations on the screen. In this company information, you will get options: select company, shut company, create company, alter company, change tally vault, split company data, backup, restore, and quit. Here you are going to click on create company. You have to click on create company. Once you click on the create company, the creations of company window will open. Creations of company window will open. So now here you are going to enter the informations of your company. So enter the name of the company. For example, Messrs Saraswati Trading Company. Saraswati Trading Company. Then the mailing address of the company. Address you can type. This is the address of the company, where the company is located. So I am writing here Shaniwarpet, Naukar Building, Pune. Then you are going to select the state. Country by default is selected India, so you are going to select the state Maharashtra. So type here Maharashtra, or you can select the state name from the list. So Maharashtra. Then you have to enter the pin code of the company. So pin code of the company we can enter 40012. Then contact detail, phone number. If the company is having the phone number, you have to enter the phone number, otherwise mobile number you can enter. So here you can enter phone number, so like this. Then the mobile number of the company. Fax number, email. So we are going to enter info@saraswati.com. Website www.saraswatitrading.com. Then the financial year begin from April and its end with March. So you can write your financial year begin with 1st April 2020. At that time only book begin from, or some companies start their writing their book from June onwards. So we can keep the same date over here, leave as it is, and press enter key. Here it is asking you to enter the password. If you want to lock your company, then you can enter the password. Actually it is necessary to put a password and keep your data safe. So I'm not entering the password over here. The then base currency symbol. Suppose you are working in country India, then the base currency symbol will be rupees. Formal name INR. Suffix symbol keep as it is. Number of decimal place 2. And then accept the information. Once you finish entering all the information regarding the company, then you have to click on S, okay, to accept the information. Once you click on the S, your company will be created. Now say Messrs Saraswati Trading Company is created over here. Okay, so this way you can select the company by clicking on select company. You can select the company from the list which you have created just now. Okay, so Messrs Saraswati Trading Company is selected now. So this way you can create a company. Once you have created the company, the next task is creating the ledger account. creating the ledger account with the appropriate group. Okay, now we will learn how to create a ledger. Okay, some ledger I will show you how to create it. To create a ledger account, you have to come out from the company information by pressing escape key. Then you have to go to the account info and then click on ledger. Once you click on the ledgers, then there are two types. You can create a single ledger or a multiple ledgers. Means all income or the expenditure you are going to create under one head, then you can go for multiple ledger, otherwise single ledger also you can create. Last year we have learned creating the single ledger, so I'll show you through a single ledger only creating. So create a ledger. Okay, you have to press enter key to create ledger. Now here in ledger creation window open. In this ledger creation window you have to enter the name of the ledger. For example, Saroj started business with cash, amount rupees 1,57,000. So here two ledger we are going to create. That he has started a business means he brought the capital. How he brought the capital? In the form of cash. So cash account debit to capital. By default cash account is by default, so no need to create it, but here we are going to create a capital account. Okay, so we can write here capital. Okay, capital account. Under capital account, so here under when you are going to select, the list of the group will be displayed to the right hand side. In this right hand side list of the group, you have to select the appropriate group where this ledger head will go. The capital account will go under the capital account group. So press the enter key and then inventory value are affected, say no, and press enter key and accept this ledger. Okay, this first ledger we have created. We have not created the cash account because it is by default. Okay, next ledger we are going to create. Suppose you have deposited some amount into the Canara Bank. So the transaction entry will be given to you, cash deposit into Canara Bank 50,000 rupees. So how you are going to pass the entry? Bank account debit to cash account. So here cash deposit into Canara Bank. So bank account and cash account you are going to create. As you know that cash is by default, so no need to create a cash account. You can create a bank account, but if the bank name is mentioned in the transaction, then you have to write that bank name. Here it is mentioned Canara Bank, so you can write here Canara Bank account. Now this ledger under which group will go? Under bank account it will go, because this is a bank, Canara Bank. So you are going to select the bank account from the list of group. Okay, and press enter key, and then account holder's name, Saraswati Trading Company's account number is asking, IFS code is asking of the bank, so that if it is there you can provide it, otherwise press enter key and go front. So this detail you have to fill and then press enter key. So we have created two ledger. Now next ledger, suppose paid office rent by check. Your company paid office rent by check. Then how you are going to pass the entry over here? So office rent account debit to bank account. So office rent account debit to bank account. So here the new ledger we got, that is called office rent. So office rent account. So this is your expenses. You made the payment over here, so that's why this office rent will go under the indirect expense. There are two type of expenses: direct expenses related to the manufacturing and the indirect expenses. So expenses are two type, direct and indirect. So this is regarding to the, because you are not going to pay daily, this rent will be paid after the month, so this is called indirect expenses. So you are going to select the group indirect expenses from the list of group, press enter key and accept this. So altogether we have created the three. Now bank account already we have created, so no need to create, because the check will be deposited into the Canara Bank. Next, purchase good from Sumit Steel work on credit. So now purchase good from Sumit Steel work on credit means Sumit Steel work, we have purchased some goods but on credits. So it means we have not given 1 rupee to the Sumit Steel work, but we have purchased the goods on credit. So here purchase vouchers we are going to make. So that's why we get a two ledger here, purchase account and the Sumit Steel work. So here purchase account you have to type, and you are going to select under purchase. So here in the list of group, purchase account you have to select, because this transaction on credit. Press the enter key. One more ledger we got in this transaction, that Sumit Steel work. So Sumit Steel work is a sundry creditor. So you can write here Sumit Steel work account. It will go under sundry creditors. You can type here sundry creditor, or you can select from the list of group. So sundry creditor. So current liability, because this will go to the current liability, it's a creditor. Press the enter key and accept this ledger. Okay, suppose you have sold the goods to Ritu on cash, means here you will get a cash because you sold goods to the Ritu, and Ritu will give it to the cash. Now cash account debit to sales account. Here cash account debit to sales account, the entry will be passed like this. Sold goes to Ritu on cash, it is not on credits, on cash. That's why cash account debit to sales account. So sales account we are going to create. Sales account, it will go under sales account only. So you are going to select this sales account from the list of group. So here the sales account is there, you have to select it and then accept the information. So this way you can create a ledger by selecting appropriate group. Once you finish, then press the escape key and come out. So you're asking quit, yes. Then you can see the created ledger by clicking on display from the single ledger. So double click over here and you will see all the ledger created by you. Now first ledger we have created a Canara Bank account, then capital account, then cash, then I told you the cash is by default, as automatically it came. Office rent account, profit and loss account, purchase account, sales account, and Sumit Steel work account. So I hope you understood how to create a company and how to create a ledger. We'll go step by step. We are not going to take directly jump to creating the vouchers. The next lecture we are going to learn how to create a voucher. I'll give you the one problem, and then you are going to pass the journal entry and we are going to create a voucher. Okay,